What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Leizel. So for today's video, I'm coming to you guys with my current beauty favorites. Now, I'm sure a lot of you would remember the time when monthly favorites was a big thing. I definitely can't keep up with monthly favorites though, just because I feel like I don't try enough new products within a month to show you guys new things every single month. Plus, once I find something that I like, I generally stick with it for quite some time before I move on to something else. So that being said, I'm pretty much just going to be showing you guys what I have been loving lately. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it. And if you're new, you know what to do. Join the crew by hitting the little red subscribe button down below and click the bell as well so you can stay updated with all the videos that I post. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alrighty, so the things that I have to show you guys are mainly skin and makeup products. So we are going to start today with skin, and these are actually something that I spoke to you guys about recently in one of my vlogs. So we have here the Skin Control Pimple Patches. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about pimple patches because they are definitely something that have been around for quite some time, but I feel like they are gaining more momentum and popularity within the beauty community. But if you guys have been watching me for quite some time, then you may know that I would religiously use ones from this specific brand called Spot Medic. However, I recently stumbled upon this brand from Chemist Warehouse, and they are relatively cheaper. So I decided to pick them up and see how I felt about them, and I actually did like them and I want to recommend them to you guys. So yeah, as I said, these are from the brand Skin Control, and they are their pimple patches. They have different kinds, like they have the AM ones, these PM ones, and then they have another line, but I can't remember what it's for, whether it's for both. But this one specifically is for overnight wear. So what it does basically, let me show you guys one that I've already opened, because yes, I did kind of stock up on these. But essentially, as I said, they are a sticker. So this is how they look, right? They come on this sheet, literally looks like a sticker sheet. And basically, if you have a pimple or if you have a spot, whether it's under the skin, whether it's one that you've popped, which you guys know it's not good to pick at your skin and pop pimples, but I can't lie, I have been known to do that on the odd occasion. So essentially, what you want to do with these is after you've cleansed your face, before you apply your moisturizer, because these aren't going to stick onto your skin if it's a slippery surface. So I'd recommend doing this after you've cleansed, but before you moisturize and your skin is like clear of any products on top of it. So basically, peel it off, stick it on your pimple, and it will be relatively smaller the next day. I feel like this works really great on pimples that have been popped, which no, I'm not recommending that you go around and pop your pimples, but I'm just saying if it's at that point where it has popped or if you've squeezed it, put this on top, and this is really going to help with sucking out the remaining residue from that pimple. So as I mentioned, this particular brand is actually different from the one that I used to use. However, I am going to continue using these, and I definitely recommend them to you guys because they are relatively cheaper. If you guys are here in Australia, I picked these up from Chemist Warehouse and they retail for like $5.99, whereas the ones that I used to use are $10. And I know it's only a few dollars difference, but let me tell you, those dollars do add up. So I definitely would recommend these ones. And when I tell you that these are great when it comes to making your pimples go away overnight, they really do work. Next up, I have some facial moisturizers to show you guys. Now, one of these I've been using religiously for quite a few months now, and the other one is one that I recently picked up, but I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner. So these are the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Creams. Now, the Night Concentrate is one that I've been using for quite some time now as my night cream. However, I did recently pick up the regular one, which is recommended for daytime use. Now, there is a little bit of a difference between the two. I mean, essentially, they do feel the same on the skin, but when you look inside, the Night Concentrate, which is this one over here, does have these little vitamin E beads in it, which I feel like my skin loves vitamin E oil. I've talked really highly about vitamin E oil over the years when it comes to my skin. Definitely helps with fading acne scarring is what I find. So to have this super hydrating night cream with vitamin E throughout is really great for my skin. And then the day cream is very similar, just without the little beads throughout. But as I said, I've been using the night cream for a very long time now, and I recently recently picked up the daytime one. I used to use like a regular Neutrogena sensitive skin moisturizer, but since my skin loves this so much, like I tell you, when I wake up in the mornings after I've had this on my face overnight, my skin just looks so nice and plump and rejuvenated. This does have hyaluronic acid in it, which does really help with hydrating the skin. So yeah, as I was saying, when I wake up in the mornings and I see the way that my skin looks, I was just thinking to myself, well, why don't I pick up the day version and see how my skin goes with that? And I honestly feel like my skin has had a dramatic change in the way that it looks over the past month, because I feel like it looks a lot more plump and there's like less fine lines and texture, and I don't know, I put it down to the fact that I'm keeping my skin really nicely hydrated. If you guys have been with me for a while, then you know that I do have a naturally oily skin type, and I've really discovered over the years that if I keep my skin nicely hydrated, then I am less oily throughout the day. So I really do love these, and the fact that they are super inexpensive. Again, they are drugstore, so I picked these up from Chemist Warehouse. They always have sales on them there, or Priceline whenever they have their 40% off skincare sale, or Neutrogena always goes on sale. That's when I like to stock up on these. I was definitely the type of person that only wanted to use expensive skincare. I felt like that was all that would work on my skin. I used to spend so much money on skincare. However, the fact that I have been able to find something that my skin loves and works so well with my skin without that high price tag, I am loving that. So yeah, if you're looking for something that's really going to keep your skin nice and hydrated and plump and youthful looking, then I definitely do recommend checking these ones out from Neutrogena. Speaking of Neutrogena, I have another product from them to show you guys, and this is actually one that I spoke about in my recent feminine hygiene routine. So this is their body oil. I've been loving this stuff so much more lately for the fact that it is winter over here. Down here in Australia, we are currently in winter, which means that the air is a little bit cooler. My skin does tend to get a little bit more dry. And as I spoke about in that video, I am definitely the type of person that likes to hydrate my skin and get all nice and moisturized straight out of the shower. And this has been great for that. So yeah, this is their body oil, the light sesame formula. I love this stuff. If you are the kind of person who doesn't like to moisturize straight out of the shower, because I understand sometimes we don't like that greasy feeling, but I feel like moisturizing just as part of your nighttime routine, I feel like slathering this on is great. And I don't mean slathering as in it's heavy, it is really lightweight, and I feel like it does sink into the skin really easily. So as I said, if you're the kind of person who doesn't like to moisturize, I recommend picking this stuff up and giving it a go, because it honestly doesn't feel like a heavy moisturizer. I do like to go on top of this with a thicker moisturizer. However, if you just want something that's going to keep your skin nice and hydrated without feeling too heavy, then I would recommend this one. I also love the smell of it, you guys. It's just so light and like, it smells so good. I love it. It's like not too heavy. I feel like it's a scent that would go with everybody. As I said, it sinks into the skin really nicely. And I'd have to say that this is probably my favorite part of my nighttime routine. Once I've jumped out of the shower, it's just like lathering this on my body. I feel like I definitely noticed a big difference in my skin once I started to do this religiously every single night. My skin definitely does feel smoother, it looks smoother, it feels softer, and it looks softer as well. It really made a difference. And I feel like if you're the type of person who has like scars on your body, keeping them moisturized really does help to fade them quicker as well. So I feel like it's really assisted with that. But yeah, definitely would recommend checking this one out from Neutrogena. The last little skincare product that I have to show you guys is one that I have never talked about before, and I've been using this for quite some time now. I think about 2 months. I really wanted to get into it and see how my skin would react to it before I really decided to incorporate it into my skin routine and share it with you guys. So this is from The Ordinary. Now this is a brand that a lot of people have been talking about here in the beauty community. However, I feel like if you don't really know what the purpose of each product is, it is a little bit overwhelming. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this brand on the shelves. Everything looks very similar in terms of packaging. It's really simple, clean. I love the aesthetic of it, but when you look at everything, it's like, okay, what is this stuff for? Because I'll admit that's definitely the overwhelming feeling that I felt once I saw this brand on the shelves. However, I did go home and do my research and figure out like what would be good for me. So This is the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. So essentially it is a serum. Now, serums aren't exactly something that I have incorporated into my skincare routine before. However, the difference that this has made in my skin, you guys, is insane. Like, I cannot believe the way that my skin looks. I feel like I look younger. And I feel really weird saying that because, I mean, I'm about to be 30, but I don't feel like I'm about to be 30. But I feel like my skin definitely looks a lot younger than it did, say, 6 months ago. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I definitely feel like I had a lot more visible fine lines underneath my eyes, my crow's feet, on my forehead. It got to the point where I was even considering, like, do I need to get like preventative Botox, because I feel like my skin is aging, which is totally normal, totally natural, but I was like, I don't know, I'm not ready for this yet. However, I started using this stuff and I feel like my skin has never been better, and I honestly put it down to my current skincare routine, which this has played a major role in. So yeah, as I said, this is from The Ordinary. This is the 10% niacinamide with 1% zinc. As I mentioned, yes, it is a serum, so it does come with this little dropper, and essentially what I use this for is, like, once I've cleansed my skin, got it all nice and squeaky clean, I like to take a little drop of this to my like fingertips, press them together, and then go ahead and like press it over my face. And at first, I'll admit, my skin broke out. You guys may have noticed it in my videos, but my skin did break out, and I think it was from this stuff. But I kind of gave my skin time to get used to it, to really work with it, and I feel like this has really improved the texture of my skin. My pores aren't as large as they once were. I feel like, oh my gosh, let me tell you, oil control, you guys. This is known for helping with oil control. I mean, on the bottle it says that it is a high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. So from what I can remember reading on the box and like online on The Ordinary's website, this is really great for regulating oil production as well as helping to fade scarring quicker, like any dark blemishes that may be left behind from pimples. And when I tell you, this stuff is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Now, I am recommending it to you guys. However, it definitely isn't something that is going to work for everybody. As with any skincare product, not everything is a one size fits all. But I have to recommend this because this is definitely a product that changed the look of my skin, the way that it feels. I feel like I am not as oily anymore. I feel like my makeup looks a lot more flawless, and I feel like it really helped with minimizing my fine lines that I had kind of developing on areas that I mentioned. Also, price point, this retails for like only $9. So this is like magic in a bottle, and it's only $9. I couldn't believe that. So I have gone through quite a few bottles of this, maybe like 2 or 3 bottles within the past 2 or 3 months. So it isn't too bad on the pocket, but when I tell you this product changed my life because it changed the look on my skin, I really mean it. I actually want you guys to comment down below and let me know whether you've tried any of The Ordinary's products, including this one. I actually have also tried their hyaluronic acid as well, which is amazing for making your skin look nice and plump and just glowy and healthy and hydrated. As I mentioned, my night cream does have hyaluronic acid within it as well, so that's something that I only tend to use every now and then. However, this is a routine part of my daily skincare routine. Like, I put this on in the evening, I put it on in the daytime, and I just can't get enough of it, so I can't recommend it enough to you guys. Moving on to some makeup products now. Everything that I'm going to show you is actually on my face right now. So let's firstly start off with this new brow product from Benefit Cosmetics. I recently did a video on this. It was like a first impressions review type video on their new brow micro filling pen, and as I said, yes, I am currently wearing it in my brows right now. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link for the video right up here so you guys can go and watch it if you have not already seen it. But basically, it is exactly what the name suggests, a micro filling pen. So you guys know all about microblading, right? That is something that I wanted to get. However, I wasn't 100% sure on it. So I feel like this is a way to kind of get that same effect without the commitment of the price tag as well as the permanency of tattoo brows. So essentially this is a pen, but it has a very interesting tip. Now if I just do it on the back of my hand here, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has like 3 separate little like tips to the actual pen, and those work together to give you these little like hair-like brush strokes, which is really interesting, and they really do work to give you more of a natural brow hair look to your brows as opposed to filling them in with like a brow pencil or a powder. I explained it more in the video that I did my review on this on, but with my brow type, my brows are very thick and dark, so when it comes to giving me that like airy, bushy, natural looking brow, it's just something that isn't going to happen for me because of the way that my brows are set up. However, I feel like, you know, I'm kind of playing around with this product still, but I'm really having a lot of fun with it, and I really do like the way that it's making my brows look. If I just run my spoolie through my brows right here, as I said, my brow hairs are naturally really thick and dark, and they're very concentrated in some areas, but I do have sparse areas, especially around the bottom here, which is where I essentially fill them in the most with any brow product, and I feel like this really helps to make it look a little less intense and like somewhat natural, which is why I've been having a lot of fun with this product. So yeah, this is new from Benefit. It does retail, however, for $45, which is a little bit pricey, but if you are thinking about getting it and you kind of want to see how it works, then I would recommend watching my video. However, it is something that I wanted to try out because, as I said, it's a way of seeing how microbladed brows will look on you without the commitment of the price tag and the permanency of tattooing your brows on. So that is why I've been loving this lately. Next up, I have another product from Benefit Cosmetics to show you guys, and this is definitely not one that is new to the beauty scene. However, it is one that is well known and well loved by a lot of people. So this is the Hoola Bronzer. Now, this is a product that I have owned and used for quite some time now. However, it's only recently that I've been finding myself reaching for it as part of my everyday makeup routine. You guys know that in previous times, I've always spoken very highly of the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, which is actually a mineralized skin finish. It's not particularly advertised as a bronzer, but the shade and the way that it applies, it is a great product to use as a bronzer. However, I found myself using this instead, and I don't know what it is, you guys, but I've really been liking it for my skin at the moment. So you guys all know what it looks like. Standard matte bronzer, but I feel like the tone that it is has been perfect for my skin lately. It doesn't look too orange, it doesn't look too dark, not too warm tone, not too cool toned. And yes, I am wearing this on my face right now. So I have it as my bronzer around my hairline and on my cheeks. I contour my nose with it, and I also use it as an eyeshadow as well. So this has been great for me to use as an all-around product. That's typically how I go in with my bronzers, as I like to use it all around my face, and it kind of makes everything look more cohesive and naturally put together. I feel like using your bronzer as a contour and even as an eyeshadow really does help to make you look like you put in effort without doing too much. It's like a look without having to try too hard to get that look. So yeah, I've really been loving this lately. I mean, you guys have probably heard it all before, but I love the way that it applies to my skin. It's not patchy, it goes on seamlessly, and yeah, it's just a product that I have been loving lately, and I never realized how much I liked it until I realized that I was really using it every single day as part of my everyday makeup routine. So Benefit's Hoola Bronzer. Next up, I have a blush to show you guys. Now, if you have seen my full face of first impressions using Flower Beauty products, then you would have seen me use this in that video. I'm going to leave the link once again somewhere up here so you guys can go and check it out if you haven't watched it yet. But yes, ever since that video, I have been loving this and using it, and once again, it's something that has become a part of my everyday makeup routine. So this is their Flower Pot blush in Primrose Peach. Now, this is in fact what I am currently wearing on my face right now. Now, when it comes to blushes, for the longest time, I'm talking years, I was never a blush kind of girl. I just felt like blushes didn't suit me. I couldn't really find the one that was the right tone for me. I've always been the type of person to just skip on the blush and just keep it to bronzer and highlighter and I'm good to go. However, I feel like this has changed up my daily makeup routine for the good. I mean, I love the way that it looks on me. It gives me a nice glow without being too intense. And as you guys can see, it is an all matte product. However, I feel like the color and the tone of it works really nicely for my skin tone to make me look radiant without having any type of sheen to it. As I said, it is all matte and it is what I have on my face right now. And I feel like it just goes with everything else. It goes with the bronzer that I've been loving lately. And as I said, this has definitely become a part of my everyday makeup routine. I never thought that I would say that about a blush, but I've been loving this stuff lately. So the thing that I love about it as well is that it's super long lasting. It doesn't fade throughout the day. It stays on the skin. And also the price tag. This is in fact a drugstore makeup brand. As we know, Flower Beauty is pretty well known for being super inexpensive and of great quality as well. So if you guys are here in Australia, if you didn't know, Flower Beauty is available from Chemist Warehouse, and Chemist Warehouse is always having sales on their makeup products, so I would recommend going and checking this one out from Flower Beauty. Last but not least, for this favorites video, I have a lip product to show you guys, and yes, once again, it is what I am currently wearing. So this is the L'Oreal Colorish Matte Lipstick in 652 Stone. Wait, 652? Yeah, 652 Stone. So yeah, this is what I'm currently wearing on my lips. This has been my go-to everyday lipstick for the past month or so, and I have been obsessed with this product. As I said, once again, I am currently wearing it on my lips. I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it feels on my lips. As I said, it is a matte lip product, but it doesn't feel drying like some matte lipsticks do. It's very comfortable on the lips. I can rub my lips together really comfortably, and it doesn't feel like it is drying out on there. And I seriously am obsessed with the color. Like, the color is perfect for me. It is like, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, it kind of goes with my nails, doesn't it? But it's like, I typically like nudes that are more like warm, brown, a little bit orange, like a little more warmer in tone. This is a little cooler in tone, and it's like got that kind of pink undertone to it, but it does have that like My Lips but better type of color. That's how I describe this. I actually spoke about this in a recent vlog of mine. I'm going to leave the link once again somewhere up here so you guys can go and watch it if you haven't already. But I had one of these already. I still have it. I still kept it. And it actually went through the wash. So yeah, I can't even begin to describe this to you guys. But I was pretty disappointed when I saw that. And typically if I lose a lipstick, I'm not gonna go out and buy it again. I'm like, well, okay, it's served its time. But I just feel like we didn't have enough time together. I had to go and pick up another one. It was actually lucky for me because Priceline was having like a 40% off L'Oreal Cosmetics sale on the day that I just so happened to go and pop in there, and I picked this up on sale, so I was really happy about that. But once again, a nude that I am obsessed with. As I said, this has become a part of my everyday kind of look. Like I mentioned, it's like a My Lips but better type of color. I feel like these colors are really easy and great when it comes to reapplying. I mean, I could probably put this on after having like a meal without needing a mirror. Like, I can just swipe it on, rub it in with my lips, and just know that it looks okay without having to go fully in with a mirror to make sure that everything looks alright. So yeah, I've really been loving this lip color lately. Definitely want to check out if you guys are into nude lips. I actually want to sit down one day and do like a nude lip combos video if that's something you guys would be interested in, because to be honest, I don't wear anything else but nude. I won't even go for like a pink or a red. Like, this is probably as pink as I would go, and I wouldn't even really classify it as being pink because it's kind of like a neutral, natural toned lip color, which I would classify as being nude. But yeah, if you guys would be interested in a nude lip combos video, do let me know, because I am very passionate about that. So yeah, this is definitely one to check out though if you're looking for that kind of natural lip color. So there we have you guys. Those are my current beauty favorites. I want you to comment down below and let me know if any of these are products that you love or have tried. As always, I'm going to leave everything listed down in the description box. If you missed the name of everything, you can find it all down there, along with my social media accounts. If you guys want to keep up with me on any of those, that'll be listed down there as well. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it, and if you're still here at the end watching and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the little red button down below before you go so you don't miss any more videos that I post. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. I hope you are staying safe, looking after yourselves, and looking out for each other. I will talk to you guys in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video.